A few years ago, my older brother was going to the gym a lot, and I wanted to be strong too. So I told myself I would start exercising every single day. Now look at me, 3 years later. Do you see these muscles? Yeah, neither do I. This is because one of my biggest problems is procrastination. Procrastination stems from a lack of self-discipline. This lack caused me to push off my goals. I hesitated facing myself, but realized that not only was I not achieving my goals, I wasn't even progressing towards them a little bit. I had to make the choice to put in the effort to get what I really wanted. It was then when I realized how big of a problem this is. Theodore Roosevelt further deepens this idea of control when he stated, with self-discipline, most anything is possible. So today, let's do the impossible. If you decide to pay attention to me while I talk about how important self-discipline is, you can get a step ahead. If you continue to listen, as I explain why this is so important to me and why it should be so important to you, you can be boosted even more. But most importantly, I will take you through some steps to help you build your own self-discipline so that you have the keys to succeed in life. So today, let's do the impossible by starting to change your life right here, right now. I'm not really sure about you, but my mom can be very demanding sometimes. She tells me to do the dishes, make my bed, and clean my room. Basically stuff that I don't really want to do. But pretty soon she won't be here to tell me what to do. And that is not an old joke, just in case you're wondering. As high schoolers, we will all be leaving home soon and going off to college. And guess what? Your mom isn't gonna be there telling you what to do. I mean, unless your mom goes to college. Either way, your first response might be, yes, no more chores, but that kind of living and lifestyle will not lead you to success or to achieving your goals. It is so important to realize that we need to be in control of ourselves so that we can reach what we truly want. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines self-discipline as the correction or regulation of oneself for the sake of improvement. We need to be able to point out what we are doing wrong and fix it in the moment. Making these tiny adjustments will lead to greater success in the future. It is so important to realize this and to know that you can adjust and change your life right here by making one tiny change. Now, I don't want to come about this with a negative emotion that society has started to put on making mistakes. But we all make mistakes, and we need to be able to take a step back, adjust, and move on with our life. It's so hard because I am putting less and less effort into my life every day. Because of AI technology that can now write me an essay or do my math homework, I don't really have to think at all. But that is not what we should be doing. We should be thinking and growing and changing. That is the only way that we can achieve our goals. And I have goals, and I really hope that you have goals too, that you're trying to achieve. Except for you cannot just stay stagnant and expect to become something great. We need to put in that effort. We need to be able to control ourselves more, whether it's with eating, cleaning, schoolwork, or literally anything. As we improve this self-discipline, we can become healthier, improve relationships, reduce our stress, but most importantly, we can become happier with ourselves. This happiness is so crucial, and we need to be able to regulate ourselves and change ourselves little by little to become that happy. Accomplishments that we make in the future are so important and lead to even greater happiness. As we wait, instead of taking the short-term gratification and trade it for a higher, more rewarding outcome, this happiness can come from those greater accomplishments. Now, this might be hard to do, but some steps that I have researched and experimented with are what I'm here to share with you. So, to first start off, you need to find your motivation. Whether it's to become better, to reach your goals, to become stronger, to impress your crush, whatever the case, you need to find that and use it. Now, the key here is to not overdo everything. You can't try to do all the hard stuff all at once. You need to start with the simple, easy tasks and be able to do those really well. You need to set specific times where you can focus on that one thing. But here comes the scary part. You need to not run from the discomfort that will come from this. Trying new things is always scary, like me, up here giving this speech. I might not be the most comfortable as I am on my couch in pajamas watching a movie, but I'm up here still, and I'm not running from this, I'm facing it. We need to also remember that we can rely on our friends and family for support. We don't have to do it all alone, but it is a journey of oneself. Now, I've told you about the importance of self-discipline, and I've given you some keys to start to grow it in yourself. But the most important thing I want you to take away from this is that failure means you tried. So try again. Just because you stumbled and fell once doesn't mean you can't get up. We need to get up and try again. And so now, I present to you the choice. You can either take this information and apply it to your lives to become who you've wanted to be, or don't. The choice is yours. Thank you.